2020 is the year of change. With the COVID-19 pandemic, people have and are still adjusting to the new normal. Following much political turmoil and legal battles, the new government was sworn in on August 2. His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Irfaan Ali and his cabinet of ministers have been proactive, meeting with residents and listening to their concerns across the regions. In November, the President led a team to Region 6 for the first in a series of presidential outreaches. On Wednesday, December 9, the head of state led another team, this time to POMEROON, Suriname, Region 2. President Ali met residents in the boardroom of the Regional Democratic Council and Regina Essequibo. The President engaged hundreds of persons who were visibly elated that their issues were resolved, some almost immediately.
Our task is a very simple task, and that is to ensure we fulfill our mandate when we assume public office. And that mandate is service to people. Not delaying service to people, not impeding service to people, not increasing the cost of delivery of that service. After Region 6, many residents are tremendously happy. Matters that were unresolved for years were resolved. What it tells us is that the issues of people are resolvable, but sometimes the bureaucracy does not allow us to resolve it.
The President, a man of action, ensured persons who were awaiting land titles received them on the spot. 37-year-old Pratima Devi SOOKDEO of Onderneming Essequibo Coast had applied for her land title since 2011.
I came in today, which is the President came, and I also get it today. He released it to me.
SOOKDEO teared up as she expressed her appreciation to the President.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy because I'm a single mother of 2 children. I have nowhere to put them. I'm so happy and thankful.
Lower Pomeroon resident ESAUN GARRAWAY explained that it was a tedious process trying to acquire his title.
I applied for land in 2015, and the previous government came in, they took back the land from me. And now it's over 5 years of waiting for an answer from housing.
President Ali, after hearing his plight, fast-tracked the process and he too received his land title on the spot. Mr. Garraway explained what this means for his family.
Pretty thankful for transport. My daughter, I got to school on the road now. She is a very bright girl. She brings thought for the region, Essequibo, and for Hampton Court Primary. I want to say thanks to the President and continue doing good so far for the few days in Parliament. At least for me, I feel happy about it.
Another resident also complained about failing to receive her title after completing payment for her house lot last year. She will be receiving her title shortly.
I get satisfied with the decision that he made with me. He sent me to all the ministers and who is secretary to look after my papers. So they called me in the morning to bring all my documents to see if my transport is in the office. So I'm thankful for that President to give us such a good relief and thank him for everything.
Similarly, Philomena STOLL of Charity is without a title for her land. Mrs. STOLL said she paid for her land on September 20, 1992, some 28 years ago. She had expended some $400,000 in legal fees to secure the title, but to no avail.
Before Mr. Irfaan became president, I told him the story. But after the election had them busy, I couldn't get back to him, so I gave him a chance. So when I heard he's coming here today, I said, let me just come and give him a reminder that I am seeking his advice of what step shall I take. My husband is 80 years old, I am 74, and I don't want to die and leave my property, without a title and leave my children in problem and things like that. I want to straighten out my business, you see.
Mrs. STOLL expressed satisfaction that her issue was addressed by the head of state.
I feel good. I feel good. He's a man just like any other human being, and I know him before he became president. and I was happy to speak with him.
TOSHAO of CAPOEY Mission, Ralph Hendricks, expressed concerns about the extension of land titles in his village, among other issues.
The land extension of land, water trestle for the eastern side of the lake, and road. We need the road to be renovated or upgraded right down to the sandpit, because that is where our livelihood lives. It was a personal problem with one by the name of Amanda Edwards, who worked as a contract, right? On a contract basis, and she was not being paid from since September to now, and she don't know if she'll be working back. So I was given the assurance she will be paid.
Dr. Ali has assured that all the issues in the community will be remedied. The extension of land titles is being processed.
I feel great because, you know, there are times when he was campaigning, I always give him that kind of confidence that my community is behind him, the party. Right? So I feel confident, I feel happy to meet with him today in face-to-face once more. And, you know, we hope that this pattern will continue during his elected time, right?
For RAMDIN BHAGWANDIN, the time missed from work to meet the president was worth it, as within 2 weeks he will be receiving the title for his house lot. It has been a 30-year wait.
The feel is between me and he now concern about the transport. I'm feeling that is a more variable concern now, honestly.
The president also resolved a number of other land-related matters. Senior citizen Agman NARINE met with President Ali and requested additional acres of land to cultivate rice. SHERITA INLALL, who is in need of a house lot, is pleased that she got the opportunity to speak with the president.
They applied for a house lot since 2005. One time they had a meeting, they told me they didn't get through with me yet. Then when they had the one-day option over in the NDC, I was sick and in the hospital, so didn't get to come. Then I come like 3-4 times here, and they tell me that the chairman is not around, so I can't get to come and reach you. So I go back a couple of time to the house minister. He was over in that area, and I never get through. So I come and try my luck now because I have 2 kids and I live in a renting house.
Ms. INLALL was told within the next 6 weeks she will receive a call from the housing ministry.
I'm happy. Okay, and I hope that I get through with my house lot because I have 2 kids.
Undernaming resident 56-year-old ETHEL BEVERLY applied for leased lands from the Guyana Lands and Surveys Commission since 1991, but was unsuccessful. However, after interacting with the president, she is confident that success is around the corner. She described him as a man of the people.
I feel a little nervous, but I feel proud that I could get to talk to a president in this 56th year, because I try for my children's future, because I am going, but they have to live on to do whatever they have to do. That is why I trying to do things to create jobs for my children, to be self-employed, that they don't have to go far in the interior to do work. They could be right or wrong to do things. I don't have the education, but I try hard to make my children get. And right now, my eldest son, he is always studying, and he would feel proud to know when he come back, we got through with our documents down at the resort, down at the farmland, because it's a long time. Because he is in 32 years now, and since he was in 4 years, we are trying with this issue.
The community of Lima Sands also has its fair share of issues. Representing the community was ELSIA SCHADDE, a 53-year-old teacher.
Our road in Lima Sands is very terrible. It is a very ugly state presently. With this rainy weather, it's not good at all. It needs some like sand or loam or grave whenever we get sun. It's terrible. That was my main issue. And my other issue was our water is not good at all. The well water, it's 0. So I told him that, which is very important for residents, because Lima Sands is a new housing scheme and we expect better. We do get water, but it's not good. Even the plants, it's killing. Even the plants, you cannot water the plants, even without water.
The president promised to address the issues in a timely manner, much to the satisfaction of Ms. SCHADDE.
Happy and proud to know that
I was there with the president, and he listens to me, and it was such a nice, I could say, communication with him.
Chief Executive Officer of the Guyana Water Incorporated, Sheikh BAKSH, who was also part of the team, has committed to addressing the water woes in the region.
So we have plans to bring in treatment plants, but in the meantime, we are working on a local solution. For example, at Marausi, where the iron is very high, we have plans in the first quarter of next year to put in a treatment process, local, and at a very reasonable cost. So that should, we're hoping that that should take care of the problems we have with the water. We would want a treatment plant, especially from water to charity, at that end of the Essequibo coast. But overall, the plant at Lima is producing very good water, and all the areas service from Walton to Appias receive a very good quality of water.
Residents in the Pomeroon highlighted the issue of flooding at Dredge Creek, also known as the Manakuru Canal. Claudette John explained the plight of the many families that live in the area.
Our dam, our drainage in whole in the Manakuru Canal. We lost thousands of dollars of crops. We tried with our own money with excavator, but still we need the government to do something for us.
How many families live there?
Over 200 families suffering right now.
Dr. Ali has instructed the team to conduct an assessment to polder the dam. The residents will also get access to the necessary health services. The business community in Region 2 also shared concerns about the economic impact of the pandemic.
Our concern is that 9 months our business being closed and we suffer financially after the pandemic. We suffer financially because once you cannot allow nobody to be in the business place, you can't do no business. So we are there to the curfew and work with the commander, and we come here today to seek the mercy from the president to try and support us for this period of Christmas that we can survive, because financially right now we are weak.
President Ali has given permission for the business places to operate within a certain time frame while adhering to strict measures.
So he give us up to 10 o'clock that we're going to operate our business, but he asks us to take our precaution and make sure the place is not overcrowded. Right. And we decided to work with the president.
I'd like to say thanks to the president for allowing us to open, because this is the holiday season. And we advise everybody out there that going to the bar in Region 2 just to take the precautionary measure. So we are asking everybody to do that.
The region will soon see massive infrastructural development. Minister within the Ministry of Public Works, the Honorable Deodat Indar, revealed that $130 million has been spent on the Essequibo coast alone. The money has been spent on sea defense, building and repairing the road network, and the purchase and installation of street lights. Minister of Local Government and Regional Development, the Honorable Nigel Darmlal, explained that the region is undergoing incredible development.
Region 2 has seen tremendous investments in the last 3 months of the government. So far, we have been able to expend as much as $5.1 billion, and that includes the regional budget of over $4.7 billion. And of course, we had also distributed over 4,500 cash grant packages that the president initiated a few months ago to the tune of over $340 million. We've had significant investments in the data infrastructure. More than 22,000 rods have been cleaned. That is about 50 miles. We've also done over 50 miles of road maintenance, and that is currently ongoing, and it will be completed by the 15th of December.
Additional medical personnel are also in the region providing the necessary health services.
Of the 35 health facilities that we have in Region 2, and the 28 doctors that support them, that is local Guyanese doctors, 8 Cubans too, and we have, I think, 118 nurses. So all those facilities have the basic drugs and medical supplies, which just a few months ago were in short supply. We have also been making some investments in the two major hospitals, Oscar Joseph as well as Sodi, and they are going to upgrade the type of care and support provided to patients.
Meanwhile, the Guyana Power and Light Incorporated will also maintain and increase electricity supply to meet the demand on the Essequibo coast. Chief Executive Officer Bart Dindial said the region will have a bright Christmas with increased megawatts.
The current peak demand on the coast is about 5.8 megawatts. We expect during the Christmas season for this about 6.5 megawatts. Our current available capacity is 8 megawatts. But within a week, we'll have another 1.6 megawatt module installed and commissioned on the plant. We therefore should have enough capacity for the holiday season. With networking on the coast there is traditionally well maintained. We don't expect issues with the network, but we're putting additional resources for emergency response.
At the end of the day's session, His Excellency said the many issues raised exposed the weaknesses in the system and the people's frustration.
Today alone, just with some pushing, we have 80 titles that is now available for people. That was in the system for years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. On Monday, these 80 titles will be available to the people.
President Ali also called on the relevant agencies to deliver public services with efficiency, eliminating the unnecessary hassle.
Public service is the highest call to service in your country. And we must not think we're doing people a favor. It's a privilege that we are called to serve. And if you believe at this point in your career that you want to go into another direction, then make that choice. But once we are in public service, let us serve the people. The same zeal you have today, the same energy, the same excitement you have to serve the people should be what defines you every day when you go. I know it's difficult. I know it's very hard sometimes to listen to complaints and problems. But you have to keep reminding yourselves why you're there. And who knows? Who knows when you're spotted? Public service starts from the guard and the cleaners, you know. When we talk to our staff, sometimes we make the mistake of excluding these people. Their first point of contact in customer service is the guard. The second point of contact, 99% of the time, is the helper and the cleaner. And if they chew their teeth when somebody come in and asks them something, from right there you have problems. Public service and leadership must involve all the people.
The head of state noted that the government was elected to serve the people and intends to execute that mandate.